Thank you for tuning in on Yucca Valley TV. We keep doing interviews all the time. Everybody is on Yucca Valley TV. And right now we are going to Indio. We're going to talk with Allison Cyr. She's been named Teacher of the Year 2020. And we're going to ask her why and how she managed that. Allison, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, Matt?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm very happy to have you on Yucca Valley TV. It's been quite some time we tried to have you, and we didn't find a way to take a good time. So I'm very happy we get to do this. And you are right now in the classroom, correct?
I am in my classroom. I don't have students, but I'm virtual, so I sit in my classroom to teach them.
Okay, so you go to the classroom even if it's to do virtual classes? That's
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah.
I
feel
love
like
it.
they feel more at home when I'm in the classroom. So
Wow, that's dedication.
yes.
I
More
love
work
it.
gets
I love
done.
it. Okay, very good. So you are teaching in Indio, and you've been part of this community in Indio for the past 10 years, about it?
Right. So I actually grew up around here. So I'm a product of Desert Sands, which is the district I work for. And so I went to elementary and then high school in Desert Sands schools. I went to Indio High School and then came back and now I teach for them.
Okay. How did it happen that you got named one of the 5 Teacher of the Year in California? How is the nomination process? Did you submit anything to somebody, or did someone slide your name on the pile? How did it work?
It's actually a really grueling process. So it started back in 2019. I was named Lyndon B. Johnson, which is where I work. I was named Teacher of the Year for the school. And then there was an interview for the district. And then I was named District Teacher of the Year for 2020. Okay. And from there, I applied for County of Riverside, and there's 20,000 teachers possible in Riverside, and they take all the district nominations and we apply. So it's about 45 people that can apply for Riverside. And we had to do a whole essay. I mean, there was 5 essays, letters of recommendations, professional biographies. And then we had to interview. It was a 2-step process. So we had, I think there's about 8 to 10 people on the interview panel. And then we had to teach a lesson. And that's when we first went into lockdown. So the whole virtual teaching was not, I was not a pro at it. But then they chose 4 of us for Riverside County. And from Riverside County, we were asked to apply for state. So in the state of California, there's 295,000 teachers.
Wow.
So
you had quite a competition against you. Thank you for tuning in on Yucca Valley TV. We are going to give you some news about healthcare, and our guest today is Misty Sharma. Misty, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Matt?
I'm very good. You are a board member of the Morongo Basin Health District, correct?
Correct.
And you are also a nurse with a different job?
Correct. I'm a registered nurse and work within our community.
Okay. You live in 29 Palms, and the idea today is to see through your perspective to give the viewers some information about COVID. Could you start by describing what does the health district do so we get to understand the priorities and what it does?
Absolutely. So the healthcare district existed and basically leased out the hospital and the continuing care center to Tenet Healthcare in 2015. So now the healthcare district operates federally qualified healthcare centers. They're community health clinics in 29 Palms and Yucca Valley. And basically we're a special district created by California to access funds to help the population with their healthcare needs. So there is a board of directors which helps with the business of the district and the oversight, basically with governance, basically in collaboration with the CEO and the other executive team members. So each board of director is elected by voters within the district.
Okay, so you are one of the board members. So the board set priorities for the district in terms of healthcare. You are part of the decisions from the budget to the active things that you're going to do on location for your clients. COVID hit the USA in 2020. At least that's the least we can say. What were the initial reaction you had within the board of directors to adjust and to react to that situation?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, the first things were obviously how to continue providing health services.
Welcome to Talking Points, our opinion show where we try to create a safe space for active representative people in the community. Today, the new mayor of Yucca Valley, Merle Abel. Merle, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well, Matt. Thank you for having me on Talking Points today.
We are going to talk about many different things. Drone Act and the Joshua Trees, COVID vaccination. You mentioned the Bram Park, the pool and gymnasium, Yucca Valley Branch Library, the Mojave Desert Air Quality Management District. You run Sign to Sign.
Oh.
And you are a Jayhawk Kansas University supporter?
I have another one planned, Matt. You'll be the first to know.
This is Yucca Valley TV. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to have the new principal of the Joshua Tree Elementary School, Dr. Karina Villas. How are you doing?
Wonderful. How are you doing today, Matt?
I'm doing very good. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with us on Yucca Valley TV. So you are the new principal of the Joshua Tree Elementary School. Can you give us a little bit of information about your background? I know you have a lot of experience in the area, in the field. Can you run us through your life journey in the matter?
Absolutely. This is my 18th year in education. I have done a plethora of grade levels for Pasadena Unified, Azusa Unified, and here in Morongo Unified School District. Last year, I served as the vice principal of Yucca Valley Elementary School and Joshua Tree Elementary School. And this year is a very unprecedented year with all hands on deck.
It is.
So I served as Morongo Valley's principal designee as Mr. Powell lent his expertise for special education to the district office. And then I came over to Joshua Tree as a principal designee as Dr. Snyder lended her expertise in technology to the district office. And I'm so happy to be here at Joshua Tree Elementary School as their new principal.
It all sounds like it was kind of destined to be. Every step you took was in the direction of becoming principal and on getting more skills in the game and in the education field. What was your goal, or what is your goal? What are you going for?
Absolutely. I definitely strive to be an exceptional elementary principal. I also work in higher education as a professor, and I've written 11 research journal articles. So I look forward to publishing this year for Morongo Unified on some mentoring and PBIS in the school setting. So I love being at the school. I have an amazing staff that I am so lucky to be with each and every day.
When are the schools going to be open again? Welcome, Manu Cavalli TV. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being back with us. We are going to have with us the president of the MBCA, and we're going to discuss a little bit about the virtual landscape tour they have put together. We have Steve Bardwell with us. Steve, how are you doing?
Very well. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for taking the time to discuss a little bit with us. So you are president of the MBCA. Can you give us an overview of what is the MBCA for those who wouldn't know?
Certainly, yeah. The Morongo Basin Conservation Association is the oldest conservation association in the Morongo Basin. It was founded in 1969 by Susan Lucky Riley. And the spur to it was to fight the installation of some high tension power lines that would have gone right straight down Highway 62, right through the Morongo Basin. Our mission statement is to advocate for the healthy desert that nurtures our rural lifestyle, cultural wealth, and economic well-being. So we look
basically,
to protect the desert.
You are one of these guys, one of these good guys, let's say it, who are here to protect the desert and preserve the natural beauty around us right here.
We do our best. We do our best.
What are the tools at your disposal to do so? What are some couple examples of actions you can take to do so?
We're very active in tracking many of the issues that are impacting our desert here, from everything from starting with fighting some industrial scale dumps that were planned for the desert in the last 20 years or so. And now we're paying a lot of attention to the bad effects of industrial scale, utility scale renewable energy projects, which we're trying to track as well.
Okay, got it. So let's talk about something positive. Because of the COVID and because it's harder to get out because of the lockdown and everything, you started a virtual landscape tour. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Certainly, yes, thanks. This last year in 2020, we had our virtual landscape tour. This 2020 marked the 10th year of our landscape tour, and we call it a Desert Wise Living landscape tour.